All right, guys. Welcome to another Marvelous Thursday, episode 109. Yeah, we I sound just tired. That's because I am. But I'm here. I ain't gonna I can sleep after and stuff, but I'm gonna just push through this. We can get this party started. So I'm the host, Chopper Boy Dog 008, and that's the co-host.
Best, and we got some stories this week, Chopper.
Yep, we do. Oh boy. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so it started from the 9th to the 15th. Okay. Yeah, we got some stories to talk about stuff. And it's not really a lot of things going on and stuff. But we're still gonna be talking about stuff. So yeah, let's get this party started. Okay, so starting with this, Disney's back on the news again and stuff, and we got to talk about our favorite person that's going to basically destroy Disney even more than it already is, right? Yeah. So this woman right here, Dana Walden's early objectives include exploring incorporating AI into movie production, improving profits generated from Disney Plus.
What happened on either front?
And they're over here trying not to. And they're over here about to strike again in Hollywood, which I need to look for too and stuff because we need to talk about that, Wes, because you heard that there's another strike in the works.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's another strike in the works from Hollywood stuff. They are going to embarrass themselves again because you know why? Because they have not been doing their job and stuff, and these companies are tired of their asses. So you know what's about to happen. They're going to fucking strike and stuff. So let me see if I can find that right quick. Maybe we could go ahead and kill two birds in one stone of these idiots. Oh God. Okay, let's see. We could uh we could talk about the Super Bowl as well if you want to. Let's see. This is it. This is it. Uh this may be it. I don't really know stuff. I guess we can just talk about this stuff because I can't find an article. But they were talking about striking again over some AI. And the fact is, Hollywood is. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this: you should have been doing your job and stuff instead of all this Activision that y'all been doing and stuff. Because now, who's gonna feel bad for you? I'd like to know who's gonna feel bad for you. Because if y'all would have been doing your job instead of all this bullshit that y'all been doing for the past 5 years now and stuff, could be longer. Well, since 2016 and stuff, you wouldn't have to worry about AI taking over your job. You'll be working with the AI instead against the AI. And now you're scared shitless now that they're gonna take your job and stuff. Look at this. Disney's even saying we had enough of y'all. We're now going to consider AI in our shit. And it looks like they already started with AI and stuff because check this out. Let's see, did I put it up there? Because there was a fight scene between Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. Damn. Oh, here it is, right here, Wes.
He was a good man! He knew too much about our Russia operations. He had to die, and now you die too.
That was AI.
That is insanity.
That shit's getting better and better by the day and stuff. And it's got Hollywood spooked. Like I would be too and stuff if I was doing this terrible and stuff. Killing the damn company stuff. But Disney's pretty hypocritical about this too and stuff because guess what? Somebody did AI and stuff. I think it was a Chinese company did an AI with Wolverine and Superman. And you know what Disney did? Sent a cease and desist letter to the Chinese company. So Disney, I thought you were fine with AI. Why are you shitting yourself?
Enough.
Yeah. So that right there triggered Disney stuff. Disney's like, you can't use Wolverine. Now Disney says it's a problem. Ah, what a fucking coincidence. So, according to a new reporting, Disney has fired off a cease and desist letter to TikTok parent company BitDance over its controversial C-Dance 2.0 AI video platform, accusing the service of using Disney-owned characters and franchises without authorization. But you were welcoming AI! Now it's a crime? We warned you what was going to happen, and you refused to listen. Now that they're doing that and stuff, now it's a problem, Disney? Wow. It's sad, isn't it?
Very, very sad.
Yeah, it really is and stuff. C-Dance 2.0 sparked backlash almost instantly after users began generating hyper-realistic deepfakes content using recognizable Hollywood IP. Yeah, of course it did, because Hollywood's just spooked. They're not gonna make this entertainment actually happen. Oh, I would love to see a Wolverine and Superman fight each other, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool. But nope.
Nope. That's not how business works nowadays for these fucking freaks in Hollywood. And yeah, we're talking about Marvel characters, Star Wars icons, animated sitcom personalities, even onto the endings to hit streaming shows. So they're talking about everything. Then of course, we talk about the Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise fight. And the fact is, and what makes it even worse, hypocritical, is that in this article it says that Disney does business with China to the fullest. I thought you were their friends. Ah! Oh my god, Disney is a bunch of hypocrites. So yeah, the real question is, can they actually sue this company, this TikTok parent company? And the answer is yes, at least on paper. So as the holder of the globally recognized copyrights, Disney has the legal right to pursue infringement claims in multiple jurisdictions if its intellectual property is being used without authorization. That includes U.S. courts where litigation can be filed if allegedly infringing AI content is accessible to American users or distribute through U.S.-based platforms. Disney could also pursue legal remedies inside China itself. The country recognizes international copyright protections under treaties like the. Okay, but winning a lawsuit and stopping the behavior are two very different things. So if they do win and stuff, it's not gonna stop this shit. I tell you that for sure. Because even I'm fucking confused on this shit. Like, what's the point? It's like you're not gonna come out of this with a win. Like, if anything is, I forgot what I was gonna say. If anything is, you only avoiding the inevitable, Disney and Hollywood. And it's a war that you may not win. It says right here. So the clash between Disney and BitDance is bigger than a cease and desist letter. It's an opening salvo in a global intellectual property war where AI can replicate visual styles, deepfakes can mimic actors, franchise can be remixed endlessly, and national borders mean less than server locations. Hollywood spent years worried about piracy. Now it's facing far more disruptive generative competition. Yeah, it's been they've been worried about the wrong damn thing. They should have continued to entertain the fans, gave us what we wanted, stop listening to these weirdos. Now look at them. Now look at them. They don't even know what to do, Wes. They fucked themselves.
Yeah.
And I think and it feels like by the 2030s, shit's gonna get real bad for them and stuff. We're about to see a Hollywood that you don't want to see.
Yeah, we're about to be a Hollywood that the
Full
worst
of
we've ever
robots.
seen.
Yep. Yep. Or I think that here's what else is gonna happen and stuff. YouTube's gonna be the new Hollywood. seeing how successful Markiplier was and stuff. When them robots take over Hollywood and stuff, it's gonna be YouTube that's gonna be the new Hollywood. Meaning that independent creators and all that shit will shine like never before. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers gonna be left in the dark. I mean, you're gonna have like celebrities that stayed out of all the bullshit that they've been doing these past years. You're gonna have them still have their jobs and stuff, but the ones that caused this collapse, gone. They're gonna be gone. They're gonna be the first ones to go. Let's see. So, Wes, we gotta talk about the Super Bowl and stuff. Yeah, the Super Bowl. What the hell was that this year?
I don't know.
So all I gotta say is, I already saw this from a mile away that the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. I already knew that. There is no way in hell that a rookie team like the Patriots was gonna win that game. They were in development and stuff. Drake Mays was not ready for that all time pro team. They was not ready for that. Like, he's still a rookie and stuff. They were still development and stuff. I was even surprised that they got that far and stuff. That should have been that should have been the Texans at the Super Bowl. But Mr. CJ Stroud had to stroke his own ego that day and stuff and got us eliminated. We got taken out by a rookie team. Because this right here just proved that a rookie team just outdid a better team. Now, what I would say is, like, yeah, this is kind of coping. Is what I said that the Texans would have won the Super Bowl? Probably not, because that Seahawks team, man, that they were dangerous. But I would have said that at least we made it. We finally made it to a Super Bowl. We didn't win, but we made it. But another controversial take, somehow it became controversial stuff. The halftime show, which was Bad Bunny. That I don't know what the fuck that halftime show was. He The whole halftime show wasn't even fucking English. Yeah. And a lot of people turned off the TVs after that and stuff. So,
Oh my god, Jumper. No, it's even better because people in the stadium were silent as hell.
that's what I'm saying. Everybody was silent. I think I could get some videos of people just not giving a shit over there and stuff. Let me see. I can't even find it. Damn. This fucking didn't speak English. He spoke Spanish, and y'all gave him the whole holiday. He has a whole holiday. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna even ask why. I'm not even gonna. No. I'm just. A robot's action reaction to Bad Bunny Super Bowl. What the fuck? I'm trying to find the seat this crowd, but I don't know. Yeah, of course, all the Mexicans, all the Hispanics are going to enjoy it and stuff. Now, I'm not going to get the wrong and stuff. Like, he has a large fan base and stuff. I can't find it right now, but I'll just go ahead and talk about it. Like, he has a large fan base. The Hispanic community loves him and stuff. But you forgot one ingredient, Bad Bunny. What about the rest of the Americans that are black, white, and other races? They ain't just one race. You should have did that in English or had English subtitles up on the screen somewhere or something like that. Because there were videos everywhere mentioning that were just inside of people just wondering what the fuck's going on here. And so people even shut off the TV because of it. I didn't even know who Bad Bunny was until I found. You want to know the only reason why I knew who he was, West? Because he appeared in WWE events.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that match for Damian Priest had Backlash.
Yeah. That's the only reason why I knew that he existed. If it wasn't for WWE, this guy would I would have been looking like Bad Bunny. Who? Who's Bad Bunny? Bugs Bunny? I know who Bugs Bunny is, but not Bad Bunny. But he spoke in Spanish and stuff, and a lot of people did not like that. So they turned off the TV, and he was getting backlash up the ass for it and stuff. Oh, don't piss off the Bad Bunny fans, West and stuff, because you get the loads of backlash and shit. Even though this is American American football, people are Okay, never mind. I don't want to look at that. But yeah, all I know is from my experience, my girlfriend almost got mad at me, called me racist for that shit too. And I just looked at that. I was just looking at that, just like, really? I didn't know who the fuck he was. So yeah, that was the Super Bowl halftime and stuff. I think the Super Bowl 2026 was pretty bad. It was not that good. It wasn't just because of the halftime Super Bowl stuff. It was morally because there was no competition with the Seahawks for the Seahawks. The Seahawks just came there and just ran a lawnmower over the Patriots, and that was it.
Yep.
That was it. That was more. That's what everybody should be talking about. That the Patriots was not ready for that shit. It should have just been the Texans and the Seahawks, because at least the Texans would have put on a fight. Or better yet, the Broncos. Whoever was the Patriots fought after the Texans should have made the Super Bowl. But Wes, we got to talk about Rachel Zegler again. This girl keeps coming back into our lives after we get rid of her, Wes. It's just why? Uh, why do you exist? Still exist, Rachel Zegler. You were a fart in the wind in 2025. Just go away into the night. Go back to the theater. Go back. But the Disney flop that Rachel Zegler had, Wes, was even worse than we thought it would be. This woman did in considerable amount of damage to this day, and it probably would explain why she's no longer in Hollywood. Because, yep, as a daily reminder on why I say that she's no longer in Hollywood, you can look for yourself. That this woman's OUT out. No company wants to pick her up or anything. Now they did say that she's gonna make one more movie and stuff. Like somebody actually gave her some work and stuff. But I'll be careful with that. That woman's gonna tank your movie. But this is funny and stuff. So let's get into this. The financial fallout from Disney's live action Snow White remake flop is finally coming into focus, and the numbers are nothing short of a catastrophe. Catastrophic. The studio's controversial remake didn't just underperform; it cratered. Oh, it cratered so hard, man. It made even less money than the Marvels, Wes. That's achievement. That was an achievement that Disney has ever had and stuff. You did even worse than your Marvel project. After ballooning production costs, weak box office returns, and mounting controversy surrounding its lead star, the Snow White flop, has resulted in a estimated $170 million loss for Disney from theatrical revenue alone. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of money they lost, West. Adding marketing into the mix in this catastrophe becomes a box office apocalyptic event. When you start digging into how this happened, the story gets even worse. So first of all, we get a budget that spiraled out of control, which racked up $336.5 million in production costs. West, what the fuck is Disney doing? So number one, Disney fucked up. Number two, the box office collapsed and stuff badly. Despite the massive investment, audiences simply didn't show up. The live action remake opened to about 87.3 million globally, already below studios' projections, and it finishes theatrical run with just 205.7 million. And then here's where the math turns brutal and stuff. So we're gonna find out the math. The studios didn't keep all the box office revenue. Theater claims typically retain about half of ticket sales, meaning Disney's actual return from the film's theatrical lands around 102.9 million. That's all you get. Oh, they didn't get back shit. Oh my god. Stack that against the 271.6 million network production cost, and you're staring at a theatrical loss of roughly around 170 million, so which that's what they lost. And then marketing costs could push the Snow White flop even deeper into the red. So what this is what they spent it on, Wes. Worldwide trailer placement, TV advertising buys, digital and social media campaigns, brand partnerships and cross platforms, red carpet premieres and press tours, international localization and W promotion. Which Rachel Zegler ruined all that shit. As you remember, she bashed the 1937 film. Then she decided to get political with her shit. Then she attacked her co-star, who was Israeli, and the movie got boycotted. That didn't help your case. And then it was a disaster all around. Like, how can you, like, Rachel? Let me get this straight. How can you be proud of yourself with this? What you think was going to happen when this happened to you, stuff? You thought you were going to be safe? You thought nothing was going to happen to you, stuff, because you costed. This is hurting Disney right now. To this day, this still haunts Disney. You legitly got Disney pissing themselves. To this day. And no wonder why you got blacklisted from Hollywood. I wouldn't want to work with you ever again either if I had to act with you. Like, the minute I hear that you're gonna, if I hear my agent say, "Well, we could have you co-star alongside Rachel Zegler," I'm gonna be like, "Hell no, I ain't." This is ridiculous. And then the doors. I bet you that costed a bunch of money too. Like, and then oh yeah, here's another thing that was even worse for Disney. When this came to streaming platforms, West, that shit cratered too. It was only number one for one day, and then it cratered. So what do you do now? Well, I'll tell you what you could do. We can tell you what you could do. Don't hire Rachel Zegler again. And stop letting these activists run your damn company. Because if you would have never hired her, this wouldn't have never happened. We had to say to that, Wes.
And this girl just don't know when to quit.
The fact is that we're still talking about her is insane and stuff. Like, now we're finding out how really bad it was. This shit was a nightmare. It wasn't just her. It was, she was the main cause of it and stuff. But Disney was responsible for this too and stuff. Because if they would have just did the right thing and shut her up and everything and stuff, this would have happened. It's Disney's fault for, but even worse and stuff. There was another talk that one of the marketing team, somebody from Disney, came to United States and stuff. They lived in the UK and stuff. They came from wherever they lived and stuff. They wasn't even in the country. So they flew over to her house to try to tell her to shut up, and that didn't work. That is insane. And so that this is a, how old is this woman?
Our age.
Yeah, she's our age. 24-year-old girl is over here acting like a child. And still is defiant and stuff. Like, holy moly, man. Oh, we now got her parents? Well, y'all definitely y'all did a terrible job raising this kid. Cause Craig and Gina Zegler, y'all did a terrible job. Because your kid is out of control. Y'all need to talk some sense into your kid. Slap the fuck out of her or something. Cause boy, she killed her career, and all she got to thank is herself. And then we got the modern friend just looking like, ugh. Oh man. Well, West, of course, anybody that's a retired wrestler, so that has anything to say and stuff, turned into backlash. So I guess I'll go ahead and explain this and stuff. So I went on ahead and watched Maven's video and stuff of him getting called out and stuff. And it was a bunch of his former co-workers too that were also in the that was also working with him and shit. And then these YouTubers and stuff that were calling him out. It's just crazy and stuff. Like they're calling him like the insane part about the whole thing is they're calling him nothings and everything stuff. And like these fucking influencers don't understand. Maven ain't just a nothing and stuff. Just because he didn't really do much and stuff, he did have something that everybody still remembers to this day and stuff. He did win the Tough Enough. Tough Enough used to be a very popular thing back in the late Attitude Era, because it was introduced during that time and stuff. And you had people like Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, and Tough Enough, right?
Yeah.
Training dudes like him and stuff, and he won that and stuff. And then even better yet, the Undertaker. And then when you get Brett, and then here's the thing, another thing and stuff. It doesn't have to be he has to win. And that's another thing I want to say about wrestling stuff. It used to be like I learned this for myself after watching all like tons of old wrestling for like the Golden Era. We're talking about Andre the Giant, Harley Race, Ric Flair, and all that stuff. It used to be back then that a wrestler could have a title for years, right? Like the wrestler, it didn't change like very constantly, right? And I wish that we could go back to that. You think we should go back to that?
Yeah.
Where a wrestler keeps the title like for years and shit. Like I think I would give Vince McMahon credit on something and stuff. When Roman Reigns had held that title for a long time, right? At least that was kind of going back to his form and stuff. Like at least he had the title for years and stuff. But a lot of people hated that title on him and stuff. I didn't understand it at first and stuff, but when I look back at the old, like 80s style wrestling stuff, it's like that's how wrestling used to be. They used to hold the title for years and stuff. They didn't revolve it around like, oh, it's because it's popularity that the title has to change hands and shit. Like I mean I don't mind Keith Abel being dead and stuff. Of course it's gonna be bad. People can't tell good stories no more. Good stories no more and stuff. It's evident and stuff, but you got good stories here and there and stuff. But it's just like that's very rare nowadays. But at least you could have brought that form of wrestling back, where they could keep it for years or some shit like that. And people need to, huh?
Honestly, you know what they need to do?
What?
Bring Jim Cornette back. Let him cook.
Oh yeah, I remember Jim Cornette. Yeah, they need to bring him back. Like that's what y'all need and stuff. Like whoever's telling these stories and stuff, this is the reason why Keith Abel is dead. Because you don't have people that have that passion anymore. So yeah, I think. So the fact is that they try to expose him and shit and stuff, and it's like it didn't matter that day. The fact is that if he's getting recognized by a veteran, Maven was getting recognized by the Undertaker. He won Tough Enough. The Undertaker liked him, so the Undertaker decided to push him. And Maven, and what made it so special of that rivalry, Maven actually made that rivalry so good and stuff. The Undertaker was even impressed by it and stuff. The Undertaker was fine with losing to this dude. When you get in recognition by somebody like the Undertaker stuff, that's special. A lot of old fans will understand how much that means to a certain individual, right? So the fact is that y'all calling him a nobody and stuff, it's just laughable and stuff because no, he's not a. Yeah, he didn't do much, but he has something to remember by.
Don't mean nothing. Just because you never won a world title doesn't mean you can't be memorable.
Yep. We remember him as the rookie that the Undertaker made famous.
Yeah. In fact, it was Undertaker's idea for him to drop kick him over the top rope at the Royal Rumble.
The Undertaker allowed him. The Undertaker didn't. This is the great thing about this. The Undertaker was not selfish. He did not want to be selfish or anything. So he did not want to do whatever it takes to put himself over. He said, I'm gonna let this rookie cook and stuff and see what he got. And he did. And it was perfect. And so that story was actually one of the best stories in the late Attitude Era. So, like, for y'all, it's just insane and stuff. And then, even better yet, Maven's a good sport too and stuff. He went, and so even better yet, there was another video I saw. He went to RVD's house, RVD and his wife's house and stuff. Got high with him, right? They were smoking some weed, so they were both high. The wife, RVD, and Maven were high and stuff. He went over there to apologize to RVD because I think he said something, that didn't agree with them too. So they went over there to apologize and stuff, and RVD appreciated it, right? And they settled it. They settled it professionally by just getting high. If RVD can do this maturely and stuff, then y'all can too. But I guess that's the difference between y'all and RVD and stuff. At least RVD knows how to be mature about it. So yeah, I find it funny that these weirdos want to go after Maven and stuff, and also they call him a crop chaser too and stuff. I forgot to mention they called him, like, in the video, they called him a crop chaser. A crop.
What he's doing? No.
It was because, like, he went to visit a wrestler in the hospital and stuff. It was I think it was a wrestler that he visited and stuff that I think was.
Why do we browse?
I think on the verge of getting getting his leg amputated and stuff. I don't know who was the wrestler. Let me see. Maybe I can find it. But he went to the hospital and stuff, and he got permission from the wrestler. He got permission from the wrestler to film and stuff, and the wrestler was like, the wrestler and the family was like, who was that?
The story. We had Buff and his girlfriend stay.
Buff Bagwell. Okay, so Buff Bagwell from WCW. If you don't know who Buff Bagwell is, he was in WCW. Buff Bagwell's on the verge of losing his leg and everything. So he asked the hospitals. He went through the hospital. He went through his family. He made sure that they were all fine with them filming him and stuff because it actually is kind of fucked up. He just filling out the permission and stuff. So he got the permission and everything and stuff, and then look at this shit, Wes. Really sucks, but Buff is in great spirits. Low key fucking hate how they asked him to stop filming, and he did anyway. This really didn't need to be filmed. People in the hospital have absolutely right to privacy, but people like Maven and other influencers just
need to make.
Hold on, let's see. Need to make their content. Yeah, he needed to make their content after Buff Bagwell was fine with him being there. Yeah, that's totally disrespecting Buff Bagwell, man. Totally. But just fucking retards like this and stuff, where he got the permission and stuff. Buff Bagwell's like, yeah, come here, and then he can talk. And then there was even moments where he had to stop filming, right? This dude stopped filming. He stopped filming stuff, so that way they won't get his personal business out there and all that shit. Like he literally respected the boundaries of Buff Bagwell and stuff, and even helped them out. And what best and better part was, he was even a good Samaritan to help them out when he needed help. He didn't just did like an ordinary visit to interview him. He helped the dude out. Like if he needed to go to the bathroom or something, he helped him out. Like Maven is a true G. Like and here's another one. He only does it. They're even accusing him like he only does it because the cameras are rolling and stuff, because the eyes on him. Maven has, and also Maven stated that he's done this off camera too. Like it is fucking insane that these people are just attacking him and stuff. And even worse of all, Wes. And this shocked me to the core. You remember Eugene?
I remember Eugene.
Mr. Eugene, Mr. Eugene decided to attack him and stuff. Now Eugene, and I think he was one of the ones that called him a nobody and stuff. Now Eugene, you talking about a nobody and stuff? Who's the one that was playing as a retarded wrestler in the Ruthless Aggression era and stuff? And literally half of the wrestlers are making fun of your ass. Pepper Ridge Farm remembers and stuff. Boy, we used to make fun of this dude back then and stuff. Like, did you forget? At least he's getting remembered by the Undertaker being famous. So you're getting remembered as the one that the wrestlers laughed at. You had DX laughing at you. You had Evolution bullying you. Name one time this dude did not get bullied. And stuff. And then and Jim Ross called him out too and stuff. I don't think it was like bad calling him out. It was just like maybe some criticism and stuff. But it's like, come on, guys. Like, really? Like, why were we resorting to just to call him out because he decided to film and some shit? And then the even more bigger part I wanted to talk about is that he went to go and meet some the fans on the field, like like WWE fans that were camping out at the stadium getting ready for one of their events. And he said he had a good time and stuff, and that's where they called him the couch Haitian stuff, because they were like, he's looking for a clout and shit, and he just approached him and talked to them, right? And the fans recognized who he was. He didn't ask them. The fans did. They said, "Oh, that's Maven." But that was enough. That was enough for you to assume that he's clout chasing. If the fans recognize him, that's what I mean. Is he don't need no awards or anything. You don't need no awards for that. What, you gonna say the same thing about Andre the Giant? He didn't need no belts or anything. Dude proved that he was a giant and proved it in the ring and stuff. That's how you win. Just prove it could be done by just being intimidating or being talented like how Maven was for that one moment right there, that one moment of glory right there. So you got anything to say about Maven?
Honestly, David's a chill guy. Let's be real. He ain't doing anything wrong.
And if he does do something wrong, he apologizes for it at least.
Yep.
Like he knows he's in the wrong. Why do you think he went to RVD's house and got high with him? Because he knew he was in the wrong. Like Maven if Maven knows that he fucks up, he's going to call himself out over it and stuff, or go talk it out in person like he did with RVD, and RVD and him and the wife all got high. Now that's a real man right there. And so but it's insane, man. It is insane. Just the type of people that we just let into these entertainment properties like IPs and shit. But oh shit, there's a hot Hell Divers movie coming out.
Yeah, and it's not looking good so far. Because the director said, I don't want to play Helldivers. I want to make my own thing. Yeah, that's worked out with the Halo show, didn't it?
If it's being made by Amazon, you can guarantee this is gonna be a fail.
I think this is being made by... I don't know who this is being made by. Let me look it up real quick.
Yep. I mean, they got Jason Momoa, right? Oh, right.
He's confirmed to be in the movie. All right, so it's being done by Sony.
I don't know how I feel about Sony.
November 10th, 2027, directed by Justin Lin, The Fast and Furious. Script by Gary Doberman. Oh god, I do not like where this is going.
Okay, did I just hear Fast and Furious?
Yeah, it's done by the same guy.
Yeah, then this movie's screwed. Nobody's gonna die. If they're going to do if they're hiring the Fast and Furious director stuff, nobody's dying. Or they're gonna die and then they somehow reappear, right? Because that's what Fast and Furious is nowadays. It's just like all these characters that should have been dead, like Gal Gadot's character. Remember, we saw her fall off a plane, with no parachute, right? And then
Somehow she lived.
Yep, she somehow lived. She came back. I think it was Fast 7. What was it? I think it was the recent Fast movie and stuff. They said that she survived. I was like, what? After she just fell off a plane with no parachute? Oh my god, dude. So here we go. Hell divers. Nobody ain't gonna die. It could be a bunch of I've never played Hell Divers.
You should. You are missing out.
I don't know, man. It just like I'm very picky with shit and stuff. That's part of the reason why. I'm very picky with shit and stuff. But they can get killed by a swarm and stuff, and somehow they come. They had protection. They had protection on. That's the reason why they survived. I can already see it now. Wow. Okay, so the director's gonna do that and stuff because Sony is capable of making good shit and stuff. Except for Madam Web. Yeah, we can't forget about that shit. Yeah. Good luck to the Helldivers movie and stuff. That's go. Hollywood's gonna drive away fans once again. More of the same. Got anything to say about Helldivers?
Honestly, it's a fun game, but I hope they sincerely do this game fucking justice.
It's gonna be a tragedy if they don't. Very tragedy. Wes, we got to talk about Call of Duty once again. So, I guess I might as well give you the lowdown and stuff. So, fans of Call of Duty, like the true fans, right? You know, people missed the Modern Warfare 2019 Verdansk map, right? Let me tell you, Modern Warfare 2019's Verdansk was very popular, so people really loved the map. It was actually, and from experience and stuff, I will have to say, Verdansk was better back when Modern Warfare 2019 was running the show, because there wasn't there was not a place to camp, and it was more fair fights and stuff. Nowadays and stuff, you could just sit anywhere on Verdansk and camp and shit and stuff, and you know the whole drill and stuff. You seen my live streams of Call of Duty and stuff. You seen how badly Verdansk has gotten nowadays, right? So yeah, so fans decided we're getting tired. We ain't just rolling with this Black Ops 7 bullshit no more, right? We're gonna bring back Warzone's Modern Warfare 2019 Verdansk and stuff. And guess what? You know what Activision had to say? Fuck you!
No.
They DMCA'd the shit. Activision. I'm gonna just let you know this right now. You are not helping your case and stuff. Your Black Ops 7 right now, as we speak, is falling apart. Nobody is even talking about this game. I don't see many people talking about this game, Wes. You have killed SBMM for people and stuff. Now, and stuff, allowing people like Swag to go open season on fucking casual players, right? So the multiplayer hasn't been that playable. I haven't really been playing the multiplayer because it's just been, it's gotten bad. It's gotten bad and stuff. I just basically stick to Warzone. That's probably it nowadays, or that end game. But it's gotten bad up in multiplayer. It's gotten bad up in multiplayer and stuff. And I don't. And then they're about to bring in ranked match. I really don't want to know what that's going to be about. But why don't you give us this map? Why don't you do it yourself then, Activision stuff, and bring back all the maps? I gave you people gave you suggestions to bring back everything. So why don't you do what stuff like Fortnite is doing and stuff? Bring back the OG maps. And stuff. Wait. They've been copying shit and stuff. But I mean, it's been a smarter situation stuff because you would have had people still playing your game. Is to bring back stuff like Verdansk 2019, bring back Verdansk 84, Caldera. Just bring all that shit back. And people will play your game more and stuff. It would do you some good. But no, you don't want to give the fans what you want, but to say you want to listen to people like fucking Swag, stupid soy boy cuck man over here. You want to listen to him, and so while he's sucking you off, then you want to copy Arc Raiders and stuff. You see what they did with Arc Raiders, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Then turn Rebirth Island into a snow. Like, you motherfuckers over here are so unoriginal stuff that you took from Arc Raiders. And then you still have not brought back Plunder. It's 2 seasons now and stuff, and no sight of Plunder, Wes. So, people are going to dip. People are going to do shit like this because you are not giving the fans what they want. You are telling the fans to fuck off and stuff. And then when it comes to shove and stuff, You want to DMCA these games that people want and actually want to play and stuff when they're doing more better than your fucking current money microtransactions bullshit and shit. And then they want to come up with this corporate excuse and stuff. Check this out. We love the passion and creativity our community brings. The creativity that you don't have, I tell you that for sure. That energy matters to us. Sure it does. Yeah, that energy matters to us, West. But when COD content is used without permission, we unfortunately need to step in, not only to protect our developers' work, but also to keep our
What work? What work?
What work have you been doing?
Y'all barely do anything.
What work have y'all been doing? Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. Let me check my live stream. How many live streams I've done so far for fucking Black Ops 7 and stuff. Because I can tell you this right now. There hasn't been shit going on. Oh snap! 8 live streams for the past 8 live streams. Ain't much have been going on. Ain't much. It's not really much has been going on. You have not brought back Plunder. You stay in the multiplayer and stuff. I don't even want to discuss that. Ain't shit really going on in in-game either and stuff. Maybe some new objectives might have happened and stuff. That's just about it. Like, people are getting bored. Like, the only reason why I'm still playing that game is just because of Warzone. That's all you got. The Warzone casuals. And you want to talk about, oh, we did the work. Look at our work and stuff. What? Oh yeah. Oh, look at the graphics, Wes. That graphical design and stuff. Oh yeah, we put cats on the wall. Remember that shit? They were over here floating around about cats on the wall.
Yeah. Hey, Eric, the cat stairs.
Yeah, that's some work. Yeah, only graphical design and stuff. What about the rest of the game? You guys are so full of shit that you don't eat that you eat your own shit for it and stuff. And that's why Black Ops 7 is fucking bombing right now. So ain't nobody talking about it. Like, and look at the comics. Look at the comments right here, Wes. They are roasting Activision another one. I love how they say to protect our developers' work, but every single year they delete the Warzone maps. They spend so much time making for no reason. Thank you. Give this guy a like. You over here work so hard on these maps, and then you delete them instead of doing a smart thing and just bring them back. Why don't you put in the work and just bring them back? You need to ask permission. Need to ask permission and stuff. Community, hey, Activision, can we do a mod? No. Activision were scared they might actually make a good game. It was a good game. That shit was actually popping off. They were scared. Just like they were scared about Steven Spielberg actually making a COD movie. That shit still. I will never let them live that down, West. They got scared when they heard Steven Spielberg. Oh, here's some footage right here of the old Warzone. Oh, ew. No.
Headquarters. Capture each HQ as it comes online. We have our first target. Move out.
That shit still looks better than where the fuck is looking like today. That's sad. We came from Modern Warfare 2019 to this shit. That is a tragedy. But it's Activision, so what you expect? I don't think they're never gonna change.
Nah. Even if they're on the fucking verge of bankruptcy, you know they ain't gonna change.
Yeah. It really begs different. Are they gonna make a big comeback when Modern Warfare 4 hits?
No.
I don't think so either. I have a feeling that shit's gonna be more the same.
Yeah. I already know that they're gonna say, "Oh, this one's gonna be different this time, guys." It's not.
That shit's gonna be a mess. Modern Warfare 4 is going to be such a mess that it. Hey, if it's for free, it's hey, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, Activision stuff, because if it's free for me, because remember, I got Xbox Game Pass. At least I don't have to pay you guys no money. I'll just pay it and just make and give some people to laugh at. Because I've been having a blast not having to pay for anything. I actually have not bought a single skin for this game, Wes. Not even that Lucy skin that I was thinking about getting, but I changed my mind at the last minute. I was like, no. You see, if y'all would have been like, I'm gonna say this when we move on. If y'all would have been doing good from at the get go, if y'all would just would have stuck to the game plan and actually gave us what we wanted, I would have probably bought that Lucy skin, that Fallout skin for Lucy. But instead, no, you don't deserve it. So fuck that. I can live without Fallout skins. All right, so we got to talk about Spider-Noir and stuff. The new Spider-Man thing that's coming out for Amazon, right? With Nicolas Cage. And actually, it looks good, Wes. It actually looks good and stuff. So you want to watch?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
You already know how it ends.
Well, then, start from the beginning.
Ticks. Thoughts. Impulses. I manage to suppress them. Most of the time.
What's going on, Ben?
Wait, what the hell happened to him?
I beat up some guys in a bar. And I got plastered.
What are you thinking about over there?
Bit of an existential crisis, if I'm honest.
Struck a nerve, huh?
That actually looks crazy. Damn, that actually looks crazy right there.
That actually looks good. I'm kind of excited for it.
Yeah, I actually am excited for that too. Holy shit. It's a lot better than a lot of those MCU projects, I tell you that for sure.
Yep.
Like, I like the whole Nor ordeal stuff. That I didn't think about that. It's like Spider-Man in Nor and stuff in the 40s. So in case this is not Peter Parker, so this is actually Ben Riley. So yeah, this is actually kind of cool. But the fact is that they chose Nicolas Cage and stuff, but he was also another Marvel character. He was Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
So it's weird too and stuff. So now he's Ghost Rider and Spider Nor. Oh man. But yeah, that right there, I have nothing to say. It's actually, but this time it's Amazon and stuff. It's not Disney. Yeah. Oh God, you think Disney would do something this smart like this?
No.
Hell no.
They would have screwed this up.
Nope. It would have been probably Spider Nor getting cut in the 40s. They will somehow manage to mess up history. Oh boy.
Oh, I was waiting for this one.
I remember this game.
So, High Guard came out, and surprise, surprise, nobody wanted to play a Blance hero slop shooter. Who would have fucking guessed?
Yep.
Who would have absolutely guessed?
Concord 2.0.
This literally is.
Damn, I gave myself the hiccups now.
Like, you look at this, like, when I saw the trailer at the Game Awards, I'm like, that's it? That's all you guys got to offer? Oh, let's not forget, completely radio silence from the developers.
They have nothing to say.
From the announcement of the Game Awards to their release. Nothing.
They wasted their time on this shit instead of giving us Titanfall 3. Are you kidding me?
Yep. Oh my god. And of course, with every flop, Chopper, comes immediately after, they blame the gamers. Yeah, blame the people who buy the game, who play the games. Yeah, that's smart. Don't say, oh, maybe we just made a shit game. Because you did. You made a bland hero shooter where you have this big-ass arena, but only 6v6. What? Like only 3v3s or 5v5s. Like, such low numbers for a big arena like that. You're going to be running around like a chicken with his head cut off for 20 minutes just trying to find somebody. And then when you do find somebody, the time to kill is horrible.
That is sad.
Yeah, the developers were like, well, our game's not bad, it's just the gamers. They hate... Within minutes, it was decided the game was dead on arrival at launch. We received over 14,000 review bumps from users with less than an hour of playtime because you have nothing substantial to offer.
And then what I heard is that it's hard to even get into a match, too, because nobody played this game.
Exactly. So you're probably going to be playing with the same 5 or 6 schmucks. Like, the same group of people.
Oh.
And, let's go, I got the SteamDB screenshot, and let's go take a look.
Yep. Let's look at that, because I want to see that for myself, too. Ouch! Ouch, 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 ouch.
Y'all couldn't even crack 100K. Y'all barely cracked 3K.
You know what the sad part about this, West, is? I have more subscribers than... Wait. Hold on. I had to check my... Never mind. I was about to flex on them. Did I just open Opera GX browser? Yes, I did. I fucked up. Okay, I'm close to it and stuff, but that is close to how many subscribers that I have. That is sad. 1,781 players. Yeah, take a good look at that right quick.
Deep turds don't lie. Ain't nobody was won this.
You really could have.
Yeah, like I said in my fucking messages there, like, y'all couldn't give nothing of value. You're lucky people played for 20 minutes. But no, God forbid. People actually did give the benefit of the doubt with this game. They're like, oh, maybe it's not that bad. As it turns out, it was much, much worse. Because of course you have the fucking gamer, you have the devs who are like, well,
let me see this. Oh shit. The future seemed bright, he said at the top, outlining how many on the team given its structure as an independent studio. Though this project could have finally been the thing that broke the millennial financial curse.
And of course his name is Josh Bell.
Yep, I had to quote you on that one.
A guy who worked at Disney and DreamWorks.
He should have stayed at Disney and DreamWorks, honestly. Because if you wonder why Disney and Disney's the way it is, something we don't really hear from DreamWorks that much anymore. I think I wonder why, Wes. So you literally dumped Disney and DreamWorks for this shit? That's a downgrade, honestly. Wait, and then this is the same Game Awards that revealed Ace Combat 8, right?
Yeah.
Ace
Same
Combat
Game
8.
Awards.
Ace Combat 8 had gotten way more hype than this shit did. And that's sad. I'm not trying to diss Ace Combat and stuff. I'll forever love that and stuff. But when you have a game that's not, that's like not mega popular, like COD and all that shit. Because remember, these are the same developers that made Titanfall, and Titanfall is more popular than Ace Combat and stuff. So you have to think about it. When Ace Combat got that more hype than this game did, you know it's bad, Wes. Cause y'all should have had a big hype. This should have been Titanfall 3. Should have been blowing off the roofs right now and stuff. But instead, you gave us this shit. I talked to people that literally played this game and stuff. They said this game was absolute ass. I saw gameplay of it and stuff. I looked at it as absolute ass. That shit looked like ass to the rim, Wes.
Oh yeah. Just a shit-filled ass.
Yeah, it was just. It looked like, what the fuck were they doing? What were they thinking with that shit? This is like they sacrificed Titanfall 3 for this. Oh my god.
Oh, by the way, Chopper, I'd like to point out the dev who made this, he deleted his Twitter.
Of course he would. When the truth comes to try to set him free, they run. They can't handle like what Jack Nicholson would say, Wes. You can't handle the truth. I probably need to put that in my clips, don't I? I probably need to add that to my list, right? When people run from the truth. Hold on, give me a second.
Entitled. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
We need that in our lives, Wes. You can't handle the truth. You guys just run. Y'all run. Yeah, now y'all running. Oh, even better yet, Wes, is I didn't. Wow, they laid off most of their game devs.
90%. So now they can't fix the game even if they wanted to.
That company's closing down. I'll give it about 5 months to live, and that company's gone. Wildlight Entertainment, they call themselves. Y'all gonna be gone within 5 months. You're not surviving this. If Concord 2.0 did not survive, wait, Concord 2. If Concord did not survive, because guess what? After that game came out and came and went and stuff, that company shut its doors and went bankruptcy. West. This company's joining them. So, y'all developers that went rogue and stuff and decided to go create your own company, you might as well go back to EA and get that Titanfall 3 that everybody wanted and stuff. Come on, I think EA will welcome you back so you can do that Titanfall 3. Because that's what you should have done in the first place. I don't know why you did this. That was money you're missing out, by the way, right? You could go back and give us the Titanfall 3. Oh, and this is what Alex Grander had to say. Unfortunately, among the most team at Wildlight, I was laid off today. Sound like a skill issue, doesn't it? This one really stings, as there was a lot of unreleased content I was really looking forward to that, and I and others designed for High Guard. However, I am excited for my next adventure. If your team or anyone needs an experience level designer, hit me up. I don't think nobody's gonna want to hire you after what you just did. So just go back to EA and make Titanfall 3. It will save your life. But you know they're not gonna do that, West. Sad, man. Real sad. Why bother? You know that this wasn't working out and stuff. So why did you even bother making it? And they had a roadmap too and everything, Wes. So it looks like that roadmap ain't happening. So anything you got to say about this?
Honestly, everything that they did was deserved. Because, like, there's no way in hell you guys are just... Like, you make a crappy game and then you blame the gamers for not liking what you put out.
Yeah, now you just really fucked yourself over by blaming the gamers and stuff. Like, how many times we gotta have to teach you this lesson, old man, not to do that shit? Like, it's one thing to have a shitty game and stuff. It's one thing when you start blaming the fans. And when you start blaming the fans, that right there makes us have no sympathy for you. Nobody has no sympathy for you when you start blaming the fans. That's something that you do not do. And you did exactly what people told you not to do. So now when you're out of the job and looking for jobs and stuff, don't get mad when things start falling apart for you. Oh, we need to talk about that reloaded shit, don't we, West? Speaking of video games, I can't find it right now. So maybe we talk about it sometime next week in the next one. Yeah, we'll save that for another time. Cause oh boy, that's a lot to talk about and stuff. West, I'm fucking retiring. I'm done. I'm done. I fucking give up, man. I give up. Even in the V2 community and stuff. I could not believe my eyes when I saw this shit, West. I could not believe my eyes. I already knew that when it became February, so they were gonna start doing some stupid ass shit. Something of black people and stuff. This is why I keep saying y'all motherfuckers keep making us look bad. Why do you niggas just continuously do this shit? Why? What is the point in this? What is the point in this? That y'all want to just put down the black community like this? Black VTuber Awards. How stupid does that sound to you, Wes?
It's pretty dumb.
First of all, how do you know if the people behind this are going to be black? You do realize there's going to be other races, and you know they're going to be trolling too, right? There's going to be other races that's going to be as black people posing as black VTubers and stuff. That's going to choose them and stuff. Just watch, and then before a white guy wins an award for being a black VTuber, that's going to be funny as fuck. I'm going to laugh so hard and stuff. What the fuck are y'all thinking, man? Why do y'all consistent on doing this shit all the damn time, all the fucking time? First with the Minecraft shit, now this. I just want Black History Month to be over, man. Oh my god, I just need Black History Month to be over because this is shit is getting out of control now. Yeah, but y'all will be up in arms and stuff when if a white man wants to say, "Oh, let's do the white VTuber Awards, shall we?" Right? Y'all niggas are so fucking fake to the black community. It's not even funny. The Black VTuber Awards is coming this Juneteenth to celebrate the talent and excellence of black VTubers. My god. This is some whack ass shit, man. Nominating myself because none of my fans are on Twitter, but I still want people to know I'm a funny, cute motherfucker. Part. It's yeah, you're one black VTuber stuff. Definitely deserves their flowers and stuff. Yeah, sure. And stuff. And look at this. Yeah, y'all get awarding these black people and stuff, but they're going after Kirsch. They're going after Kirsch. You just see how defeated I feel right now, West. What? I'm just. I hate myself. Look at this. Oh yeah, and look, Savvy's coming out and stuff. So you love to see it, West. You love to see it. And so I always love to hear what Madam Savvy has to say. So she says, "Why are you now hiding who is behind it? Do you plan to vet people to ensure they are indeed as black as their VTuber, or is this the only not white art and it doesn't matter who is behind it? Seriously, why are you hiding the names of the races behind this?" That's what I'm saying, right there. She just proved my point. These are fucking racists that loves to do that and stuff, and then they claim they're not racist, by the way, and stuff, which is a goddamn lie. That would be funny. Wes, that would be funny if you was to become a black VTuber.
Man, the internet crowd would come after me for virtual blackface.
I guess they would and stuff. And they're gonna come. And look, I would come and defend you and stuff. They're gonna call me the Uncle Tom. They're gonna call me Uncle Tom and shit. He's a slave of that white man. That's what they would say. They'll call me a slave of the white man. I can already see it right now. It's like, yo, yeah, that's what y'all motherfuckers would do. That's how racist y'all are. Y'all would call me an Uncle Tom and a slave if I was to get West hooked up as a black VTuber. Luckily, I ain't interested in VTubing, so I just find it funny that y'all doing this shit. And so as you can see, oh no,
dear,
oh no. There's a name that I see on there that we talked about before.
Yep.
Don't tell me it's that Anna. Is that Andrew guy again? Oh, they took the names. And she ain't lying. You took the names down. I knew. Yeah. Of course you would. Of course you would. I think we got something suspicious here. So they hit they hit these people and stuff. Lucky for us, Madam Savvy got the names right here.
Yeah, and she got your asses. She got your asses in 4K.
Smart woman. So we did say women are smart when they're not doing stupid shit like this, and so when they're in the right, like Madam Savvy is and stuff, they could be very smart. I like women like that,
sir.
They just use their flat intelligence and just puts the truth out there and stuff. And these weirdos hate it, but yet they say believe all women. That's a woman. Oh wait, I forgot. Y'all accused her of being a man cosplaying as a woman that time and stuff because she didn't think like the rest of she didn't think like the women that y'all like. Sad, isn't it? So yeah, look at this. Man, it's a lady. You need for your ass. You need to go to church and stuff for the shit you've been doing. This is racist and stuff. You need to be in the house of the Lord. Stop targeting white people. Most of them are proper, decent folks. You have a specific target that you can use. Use that. Right now, the same exact kind of monster as the one you say you might you say you fight. Focus on the specific group. Filter the basket. Stop spilling ammo. So yeah, see, somebody came out and stuff. It might. Is that a black guy? That might be a black dude and stuff. And look at this shit. Stop talking to white people, and the white person in question being a PDF file who uses the slurs is so laughable because what are you on about? It's more weird that that clearly anyone who is white and is genuinely a decent person ally already knows that they aren't at the target. Yeah, sure. Then why you do this black VTuber thing? Why can't it just be the VTuber awards? Well, you gonna win some DEI points for this shit? And then they do this shit, and then this black YouTuber over here being racist as fuck. Like, it's just amazing that they're their own worst enemy. And so they're getting roasted in the comments and stuff. Look, this looks a lot like segregation. Hey man, they're trying to bring back the Jim Crow laws. Can't wait for these lot to pick their awards up. This is so fucking. This is so funny, man. This is funny and stuff. But this is another one of those moments where we had to differentiate blacks from niggas, and this is another one of those cases where niggas decide to do this shit and stuff and be racist once again. And I'm gonna continue to call it out and stuff. You guys are fucking racist ass niggas. That's just it. That's all I got to say about that. You got anything to say on this, West?
Chris Rock keeps being a rank chopper.
Yep. They claim to be against racism and stuff, but they're the biggest racists of all time and stuff. And that right there, folks, is the Marvelous Thursday and stuff. So yeah, that's under an hour again. That's good. What, not under an hour, but under 2 hours, so that's good. And so you got anything to close us off, or are we good?
I still say, High Guard, you deserve your failure.
Oh yeah, that's a satisfying failure right there. Is High Guard. Oh, it's great. It's great to see something like that fail to 7. And all I got to say about these black VTubers, stop doing this shit. What you doing is creating more segregation, if anything. So stop trying to speak for fucking black people because you know damn well you don't give 2 fucks about it. And if you are black and you doing this shit, stop being a nick.
Stop it. Get some help.
Stop. Just stop. That's all I gotta say. I'm not about to say because that right there could possibly get me in trouble. But you know what you're doing. You need to stop that. Like seriously, stop that shit. Cause you making blacks like us look bad. You know who you are and stuff. And all I'm gonna say is that's why I differentiate from people like me from you, nigga. So, and all I gotta say is this is Chopper signing out for now. Peace.
Peace.